Nikola Tesla is a familiar name for most of you, but the level of dedication that he gave to his passion and how he had been neglected smoothly is an unheard story. After he died in 1943, some astonishing predictions of this Serbian-American inventor were found. You better watch this video now. You have to know the truth. Welcome to Just Tech. Did you forget to subscribe to us? Then hurry up! No one can bring you tech news exciting like this, other than Just Tech. We can't wait for any more to show you this exclusive video. Ring the bell icon for timely updates. Nikola Tesla was born in 1856 in the mountainous regions of Lika on the Balkan Peninsula. His father was Milutin and his mother was Yuka. Milutin was an Orthodox religious priest with great writing skills. Tesla did try to read some of his father's works. Yuka, on the other hand, was a creative and hard-working woman. Her inventions include a mechanical egg beater. Can you believe a homemaker at those times is creating something new? Tesla started his basic studies in his homeland and later joined a gymnasium in Karlstad, Croatia. His excellent ability in integral calculus made his teachers doubt him for cheating. Later, Nikola came across a steel engraving of Niagara Falls and got some ideas. He told his uncle he would someday travel to America and capture energy like this. And exactly 30 years later, he made history in science. Mathematics and science were Tesla's favorite subjects. That is why he always wanted to become an engineer. But compelled by his father, instead, he entered into the priesthood. At 17, Tesla contracted cholera, and his condition was critical. His Orthodox father prayed to God that he would allow Tesla to study engineering at the famous Austrian Polytechnic School in Graz if his son gets completely cured. Finally, the story went to a positive phase. The genius Nikola Tesla went on to pursue an engineering degree. Tesla started his studies in mechanical and electrical engineering. Soon he became the teacher's favorite. Once their teacher showed a Graham dynamo in the class. It used direct current to operate as both motor and generator. After thorough observation, Tesla commented on removing the commutators. That time, the professor joked about whether he would be interested in making a perpetual moving machine. This was his dream once. He sowed some new ideas in his mind. Alternating current was the solution to his questions. Earlier, he and his friend were walking in a park, and some lines from a poem gave him a spark. He quickly took a stick and drew something on the ground. That is how the induction motor took its birth. Later, some electric companies in Strasbourg and Paris recruited him to develop direct current technology, since he made a commendable discovery in Budapest. Tesla was a failure to make his AC motor more popular. That is when he approached the man, Thomas Alva Edison. Tesla had a letter of recommendation with him, which read, "My dear Edison, I know two great men, and you are one of them. This young man is the other." Edison knew a little about AC current, so he found it a threat. Tesla's explanations of AC motors could have been more understandable for him, but Edison hired Tesla to work on improving his DC generation plant. He even offered him $50,000 if he succeeded. Tesla started working from 10:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. the next day. You know geniuses like Edison and Tesla do not love sleeping. Instead, they prefer doing some experiments and being active. He was thinking about the apt design for the motor. After some months, Tesla came up with the solution and asked for the payment Edison had promised. But Edison's response was disappointing. He said that the $50,000 thing was just a joke. That's when Tesla resigned from there. That $50,000 was something which encouraged Tesla to do his work. But now he had nothing, so he started digging ditches for money. At that time, some investors approached him for better planning for arc lighting. Even though this wasn't something Tesla was looking for, he still agreed. Because they agreed with him, they would help him financially to build the Tesla Electric Light Company. He eventually made the best arc light ever. But bad things were always following him. Tesla got nothing but some stock certificates and debts, and the investors achieved all the profits. God had something else for him. So Mr. A.K. Brown of Western Union agreed to invest in his AC motor. He developed more advanced type of motors and was a success. Nikola Tesla said, The motors I built were exactly as I imagined them. I did not attempt to improve the design, instead simply reproducing the images as they appeared to my eyes, and the operation always worked as expected. It is quite surprising to hear how simply they are inventing something historic. Then came the procedure to commercialize his invention. In November and December 1887, he applied for 7 U.S. patents in polyphase AC motors and power transmission. It was very easy to grant him these valuable patents. Tesla never wanted the popularity and acceptance of patents. He sold them to Westinghouse for a share of their company and huge amounts of money. This led to a conflict between Edison's DC current and Westinghouse's AC current. More than 80% of all electrical devices made from then on were powered by AC current. Tesla got prized by the attention and recognition that he had deserved years ago. But things took work once he got into this position. James Clerk Maxwell from England proved light is electromagnetic radiation. Heinrich from Germany demonstrated that electric sparks send electromagnetic waves into space, leading to the discovery of radio waves and intense speculation. These were new territories for Tesla, and he was trying to find new ways. More efficient energy transmission, which could be harmless for the body. This was one of his experimenting ventures. However, he initially invented a lamp with a high-frequency light like the sun, the brightest lamp in the world. Tesla even designed high rotor speed AC generators for these experiments. The speed was about 20,000 cycles per second. Can you guess what would have happened? Of course, the machines started to fly apart. But he is a born creative genius. He never knew how to give up. Do you know what his invention was to solve this problem? The Tesla coil. The Tesla coil started with 60 cycles per second, which was normal. Then it increased to frequencies of 100 and 1,000 of cycles per second. This gave high voltages too. Tesla created the initial neon and another fluorescent lighting for buildings. He was credited for taking the first X-ray image too. That was using wireless energy through a vacuum tube. His interest in this field started sprouting thereafter. Tesla realized he could wirelessly transmit and receive radio waves using his Tesla coils. When a coil is tuned to a specific frequency resonant action, it magnifies the incoming electrical energy. You must have learned this in school. Eventually, he was ready to transfer energy 50 miles to West Point, New York. Again, bad omens started to follow him as his laboratory caught fire. After several events, Marconi finally got the patent for inventing radio. Who should be credited for wireless radio communication? Marconi used a Tesla coil to complete his invention. Tesla said, Marconi is a nice guy. Allow him to continue making use of 17 of my patents. Now we have time limits, so let us peek into some of the mesmerizing predictions that Tesla had once made. 1. When wireless becomes popular, the world looks like a brain network. We will be able to see face-to-face without wires. A man can carry one such device in his pocket. Today's mobile phone. 2. Present wireless receivers will become simpler. Wireless power helps you do the physical labor duties without getting tired, like newspaper printing, heat, and light problems. This is Wi-Fi. 3. An automobile section will be left and perform operations independently. This is the self-driving car. And the company that comes to our mind now is named after Tesla. What a coincidence! Or is it? 4. The propulsion of wireless flying machines with no fuel. These planes will not need refueling. More such predictions were well written by him, but were seized after his death. What happened after that is a mystery. To this day, the question remains, what might wireless communication look like today if Tesla had completed his world wireless system? Tesla needed to get the needed recognition. Comment down your thoughts. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. We will see you soon. Bye!